You think of all that material coming off of it. There's nothing left to it. This is the Verizon building, and we're going to go look on the ground right below there to see where the stuff should have landed. We get big chunks here coming down. What is all that material trailing off of it? I wonder why there's no thud. And this is at full speed, and then you see that chunk coming down. This turned to dust. So let's go down and look in the ground right below there where that stuff would have landed. And this was in front of everyone, but they were told collapse, so that's what they saw. Here's that Verizon building, and right there is where that stuff should have landed, in that intersection. There's paper and aluminum cladding. The steel structure had aluminum cladding covering it, and that is just a few pieces is all that's left. Why is the paper not burned? And notice the body language. This guy has his hands on his hips, arms folded, hands at the side. You can imagine their jaws probably hanging. They've just come out of their hiding places to find the building's gone. Big 110-story building, and you're seeing sunshine. There's some more dustification we're going to look at of a particular part of the building. Remember where the folks were in stairwell B? I think this is the upper part of that. There were some very robust, beefy beams, columns, and I think that it's interesting that they took a little bit longer to go away. There's viewing angle from here, just various directions. The car park, it's that image over here is looking at it this way, but we'll look here, and then across the river. From the north, watch this column here. Watch it faint. Just faints into dust. Now this peels like a banana. And you see immediately you have clear air around it. My detractors often say, well, the thing fell over and it had dust settle on it, and the dust fell off, and it's so fine it hangs in the air. Well, how could dust settle on it instantly? It hangs and then you see it frothing up into dust. But this sequence here is really creepy. It starts off very crisp outline, and then pretty soon it's hazy. If this thing fell over, and the folks who say that the dust was so fine it hung in the air, how did it settle to begin with? Or you have another problem, the dust, coarse dust settled on it and became fine dust. Whatever way you look at it, there's a problem. Even if you have this is 700 feet tall. If you have a 700 foot deep hole in the ground and drop that thing down, it wouldn't do this. If it fell over, it'd take out a few city blocks worth of buildings. You'd see it on the ground. It's not there. It turns to dust in front of you. A view from the northeast. See how crisp it is. Poof. It's another word I like to use, poof. Describes. And we'll look again at a close-up of this. See how it's very crisp around the edges. Also, how do you get dust landing on a vertical column? I think that was right above where those guys survived. You can almost see the wires hanging out of what's left. Then it turns to dust. Here's something else. See, there's some columns there, and then they go missing as it comes. This is closer to the ground. And you will also see over here where dust is shooting out of the ends of those beams, or the columns, and it's starting to look like tissue paper. There was very little of that material that reached the ground.